Hello, I'm Renee with Red Orchid Travel and Red Orchid Women's Travel Tours. Welcome to Star Clippers, where we're going to talk about sailing away again on our beautiful Star Flyer ship. You've been waiting for this. Our trip last June and our trip this January have both sold out. And so a lot of inquiries have come in, and there's a wait list. And we're already booking our next Star Flyer sailing. And I'd like to introduce you to Fernanda and Angie. They are Star Clippers business development managers with me, our professionals, and we're going to get them to talk about our next sailing, which is going to be in 2027. Now, that sounds really far away, but it'll come just like that. January 30th to February 6th, 2027, we're going to be going and sailing from St. Martin round trip through the Leeward Islands. So in 2026, we're sailing north to the Treasure Islands, and 2027, we're sailing south to the Leeward Islands. You're going to love this cruise. Of course, Starflyer has our hearts. Our Women's Travel Tours loves Starflyer. And so without further ado, let me hand this over to Fernanda, and she's going to share with you our itinerary and all the wonderful things awaiting you on a Starflyer ship. Hello, Fernanda.
Hi, Renee. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for the introduction, Renee. Hello, ladies. Renee call you my lady. So hello, ladies. I'm so happy to be here once again and talk about this amazing and unique experience, right? So like Renee said, not a typical cruise, a sailing adventure, and a small ship, which means now you are part of the family if you have already experienced the sailing adventure in the Starflyer. If not, that's a big opportunity for you to join Renee and try this trip in January 2027, right? So we are going to go today about a little bit, we're going to talk today a little bit about the company, also the experience, the sailing experience. How is the life on board? What you can expect to do on board, and what's the difference between a sailing and a big cruise ship? And of course, the itinerary. So the very special itinerary, the Leeward Islands sailing round trip from St. Martin. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, what makes Star Clippers uniquely different and unrivaled? It is an authentic sailing, okay? Star Clippers, it's a family business. Just for you, a little bit of background, family business. Our headquarters is in Monaco, and the owner and CEO, Mr. Michael Kraft, is a Swedish guy, and he has always been in love with sailing, okay, since he was a little child. And his idea was to offer this authentic experience to other people. And that's what he did more than 30 years ago. He started the company and he built 3 authentic sailing vessels. So the Royal Clipper that you can see is the biggest one. It's our flagship, actually, on the left-hand side on top. And in the bottom, you see the twin stars, the Star Clipper and our beloved Starflyer, which are exactly the same. So they're twins, a little bit smaller, but still massive sailing vessels. And it's all about the experiences, right? It is an experiential travel. It's a different way of traveling. And we try to include some nautical activities that you cannot have in a regular cruise, okay? First of all, it's about the itineraries, and this is very important. We create our itineraries with wind charts, okay? So we try to use the power of wind as much as we can. In average, between 60 and 80% of the time, we are sailing. So no motors, no engine. So that's why I say it is a completely different experience. You can see the dolphins, turtles, they come very close to us because they're not scary. Most of the time we're sailing once again, okay? And it's sustainability. It's also very important to us, right? It's a softer footprint in the environment for sure because we use the power of wind. Also, because we're small, because we are green, we go to places that the other ships do not go. So you're going to notice very unique itineraries. It's pretty much like a yacht experience. So in the Caribbean, for example, with the Treasure Islands, Leeward Islands, also Grenadine and Windward Islands, we go to places and islands that the big ships do not have access, okay? And that changes the experience. And few crowds, again, less people. We combine very famous destinations with less known ports as well. This in the Caribbean, in Central America, but also in the Med. Same thing in the Mediterranean as well during summertime. But for me, what makes the product so special is the service. It's really, really a family. And if you've been with us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a personalized and friendly service. With Star Clippers, you're not a cabin number. The crew will know your first name, your last name, your favorite drink, and you're gonna build friendships. Really, it's such a small ship. It's so easy to meet new people. So you're going to build friendships, of course, with the crew, but also all the other guests. Okay, so it's very easy to meet new people, and it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. International cuisine. So dining experience, it's very important. It's another highlight for us. We have an international cuisine with Michelin trained chefs. We actually have 6 meals per day. So you're gonna dine very well with Star Clippers. It's one restaurant, but of course we change the menu every single day. Breakfast and lunch is a buffet, and the dinner is a la carte dinner. So very, very elegant and amazing food that you're gonna have on board. But at the same time, the ambience is very casual. So really, no jackets or ties are ever required. So it's a stress-free vacation. It's of course during dinner, people do dress up a little bit more, but nothing crazy. And during the day, it's very, very casual. So here, for example, we have a lovely picture from one of Renee's group in the past. During the day, you're going to enjoy the beach, right? And you're going to do some snorkeling or any other water sports, for example. And at night, you can see pretty much what people do dress for dinner as well. So very casual ambience on board. Another thing that is very important that some people sometimes they're afraid to try because they're scared to get seasick, right? And I always say this is very personal, right? People feel it different, but most of the people do not feel seasick because sailing vessels they sit very deep in the water. Okay, we follow the wind, so we go backward and forward like a rocking chair, and this movement calms our inner body. What makes us sick? Make some people sick at least is when you go side to side. So a lot of people they can get seasick in big ships and they do not get seasick in a tall ship, right? Because it's a different type of motion. Once again, this is very personal. I always say bring your own medication, but most likely you're not gonna need them. Okay. And again, we build the itineraries with wind charts, so we know pretty much what to expect. And again, the experience is like your own private yacht. And who doesn't want that, right? So no lines, no crowds, very easy embarkation, disembarkation in every single port. It's really a stress-free vacation. Now we're moving on to the ship that is going to be doing this itinerary, which is the Star Flyer, right? So it is actually, she looks small here, but she has the size of a football field end zone to end zone. So just for you to picture, it's a massive sailing vessel. We have over 36,000 square feet of sails, okay? 16 sails in total, over 36,000 square feet of sails. Only 83 staterooms and 78 crew members, which means almost one crew member per cabin. That's why we have such an amazing and personalized service on board, right? Because it's almost one crew per cabin. We actually have 2 swimming pools on board. And on the left-hand side here, you can see the tenders, right? Because sometimes we dock and sometimes we just drop the anchor and we tender to the destination. So especially in the Caribbean, when we don't have a port, right, we are going to take those smaller boats to go to the destination, and they're going to be doing this back and forth during the whole day, okay, for you to enjoy the beach and other attractions in the destination. It's a very elegant ship, so you can see the decor is what we call nautical chic. So you're gonna see a lot of mahogany, navy colors, very, very elegant. We have a very nice piano bar, and every day we have live music. So in the afternoon for our tea time, but also before dinner and after dinner, you're also always gonna have some amazing live music on board. Here's the tropical bar, which is the heartbeat of the ship, where you're gonna meet for your excursions, where you're gonna go for a drink before dinner, maybe. So it's really, really a nice place to be. And we also have a very elegant library. So beautiful with books available in English, French, and German, which are the three official languages for Star Clippers, just for you to know. But it's a very international clientele. We have people from all over the world, and that's makes the experience even better. We have a very elegant dining room as well, and we accommodate all the guests at the same time. Okay, so this is very convenient. In terms of the staterooms, we have different types of staterooms. We have with ocean view, so this is the case. We have a porthole. You cannot open the porthole for safety reasons, of course, but you have everything that you need. So very comfortable beds, great shower, and a lot of places for storage as well. Great storage. So do not worry about that. And you're not going to spend a lot of time in your cabin, right? Everything happens in outside, so especially up on the deck, which the magic happens, right, where we have all the sails. And we have what we call the junior suite, so the category ones with a big window that you can see here. Instead of a porthole, we have a big window as well. So depending on your expectation, depending on your budget, there are several types of staterooms. Now moving on to life on board. So what can you do in a tall ship that you cannot do in a regular cruise? So first of all, this picture, this is my favorite spot in the ship. So this bowsprit, this net, which is right in front, it's a great place to relax, to especially watch the sunrise when it's pretty calm at the ship, have your coffee and read your book, for example. It's a great place to be. And you can see here, that's one of the differences. You're very close to the water. So if you're a sea lover like myself, that's definitely a great place to be. And like I said, you see a lot of dolphins. It's very easy to see dolphins and turtles, etc. So really nice place to relax. Also, we have an open bridge policy. So 24/7, every time if the captain is not there, it's going to be the first officer, second, third. There's always going to be someone at the bridge, and you can always come and ask as many questions as you want. So if you would like to learn more about the ships, about the company, about the itinerary, about the destination, so you're welcome to do so. It's very nice. They can show you some equipment and how everything works. You learn a lot, and it's a very fun experience, and usually you don't have access to the bridge that easily in other cruises. Also, if you're brave enough, and I really recommend you to do so, you can climb the mast, because it's not every day that you have the opportunity to climb the mast of a tall ship. It's actually pretty high. You're almost over 100 feet high. And of course, you have the safety equipment, as you can see here on the right-hand side. And we have the sports team that will help you with anything that you need. And you have a beautiful view, of course, of the ship and the surroundings. So usually in a 7-night itinerary, we include the experience twice during the week. So depending on the weather, depending on the conditions, and it is included free of charge, and it's a great experience for you to have it on board as well. So I really recommend you. Like I mentioned, the bowsprit, a great place to relax, to enjoy. And also we have all the water sports included. So you have kayaking, stand-up paddle, snorkeling, water skiing, um, and the small sailing ship, sailing boat is included. The difference is, as you can see here, the Royal Clipper, you have the marina platform. The two smaller ships, Star Clipper and Star Flyer, you can use them from the shore. So the sports team will put all the water toys on the shore and you can use them from the shore free of charge. So great to enjoy the ocean, especially in the Caribbean. In the mornings, we have exercise classes as well, yoga as well. So you can always exercise in the morning if you want to. And you can even learn how to tie a knot if you want. If you've never done before, it's nice to try. You can even take the helm with the captain's permission, of course, and help to set the sails, which is a lot of fun too. It looks easy, but it's not easy. It's quite heavy, and it's fun if you want to get involved. So I always say, your vacation, your pace. If you want to participate and get involved, you're welcome to do so. If you just want to enjoy your cocktail of the day and watch the crew do the work, you can do that too. Okay, so do not worry about that. In the evening, so what do we do after dinner? So every night we have a theme night, I would say. There is something going on after dinner. So of course it's a tall ship, so we have a pirate night. So do not forget to bring your gear. It's very nice. It's a fun night. We also have in the Caribbean an amazing steel band, so that will perform. They will come on board and they will perform for us only. So they come on board and it's a beautiful presentation, very talented people. So in some destinations we try to bring local entertainment to immerse yourselves into the destination. Okay, so you're gonna have a steel band for sure. But my favorite one is the white night. So you can see here, we change the colors of the sails. We invite everyone, all the guests, to wear white outfit if you can, and we dance under the stars. So it's a really, really nice moment. So you can see here a few pictures of Renee. So in her group, and you can also see Melanie, who always hosts with Renee. So very nice. After dinner, we dance under the stars and we have fun. We watch the show to change the colors of the sails as well. Here, another thing that we can do, it's a cocktail party. So exclusive for your group, because you're traveling with Renee and Red Orchid Travel. We have a special cocktail for your group that it's very nice. We do on deck and exclusive for you and with the cruise director, etc. It's always a great time, this cocktail party as well. And of course, a lot of sunrises and sunsets, right? Those are my favorite times, and nothing beats a sunrise or a sunset when you're at the ocean, right? It's really, really a magical moment. Now, the most exciting part about the presentation is our itinerary. So, sail away with Red Orchid Women's Sisterhood. Like Renee mentioned, this time the Leeward Islands, and from January 3rd to February 6th, 2027. And again, it seems far away, but it's not because those ships, they are small and they do fill up pretty quick. So if you're interested, do not hesitate to contact Renee as soon as possible, because of course you can guarantee and we can hold a cabin for you. Okay, it is a 7-night cruise, round trip from St. Martin, and we go to different islands in the Caribbean. Okay, so we're gonna go to Nevis, we're gonna go to Dominica, Ile de Saint, Guadeloupe, Antigua, Saint Barth, and finally back to St. Martin. You see here, every day is a different port. There's no day at sea. And so you have 7 nights to enjoy this beautiful cruise. So first day, day one, so embarkation. We departure from St. Martin at 10 p.m. So it's quite late, but embarkation starts at 4 p.m. Like Renee for sure will tell you, we always recommend to arrive at least one night before, right? Because it's a cruise. We cannot wait for you if something happens. And St. Martin is such a great island for a pre or a post cruise as well, right? So we leave from Philipsburg, which is the capital of the Dutch side, because St. Martin's is a small island, but it's very interesting because the north part belongs to France, Saint-Martin, and the south belongs to Holland, so St. Martin, right? It's a Dutch part. And it's very nice, beautiful beaches, great restaurants. There's a casino, there's a lot to do, great shops, great for shopping as well. So it's a very nice island to do a pre or post cruise, like I said. And you can go to the islands that are around it. So, for example, Anguilla, which it's a British island, but it's a beautiful place, amazing beaches as well. Tintamarre, which is part of France as well, and Saint-Barth as well, which is also French. So there's a lot to do. I always recommend to arrive a few days before. So we leave from Philipsburg at 10 p.m. Second day, we are in a different country. So St. Kitts and Nevis. So we are going to be in Charlestown in Nevis. And that's a new stop for us. So we're going to be there from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it's a great place to be. Small Dutch island, didn't have a lot of things before, and even now is not completely open for tourists. So if you like diving, apparently this is paradise. The diving is definitely out of this world. That's what they say. So great beaches, and you're gonna have a great day in Nevis. Day three, it's exciting because in the morning we have a meeting. So we actually have a race because the Star Flyer races against the Royal Clipper. They meet and they race and they sail together to Dominica, which is our next stop. So that's a very fun experience. Most of the guests, they come on deck and we cheer for the ship. Sometimes the Royal Clipper wins. Sometimes the Star Flyer. It depends on the wind. It depends on the captain. But it's a fun time, and a lot of people, they've never been to a regatta, to a racing, right? And it's nice to see that and to see the Royal Clipper very close to us. Okay, so that's a great experience. That's the way the day three starts. In the morning, we are sailing along to Dominica, where we are going to be for the day. So from 11:30 in the morning until 6 p.m., we are going to be there. I love this island. There's so much to do. Actually, there are 4 excursions available if you want to take part in an excursion. And my recommendation is, if you like chocolate, you should do the Love and Chocolate one. We visit a farm. It's a really amazing chocolate. You have the opportunity to try so many flavors, and you can see a little bit of the inside part of the island, right? And then taste all the chocolate and buy some souvenirs as well. And after, you still have time to enjoy the beach. So it's a great spot, a great stop. And then once again, we are there from 11:30 to 6 p.m. Day 4, we are in Ile de Sainte, so which is part of Guadeloupe actually, and it's a great place. For me, it's one of the most beautiful bays that you're gonna find. We have 2 excursions there, so a speedboat tour and snorkeling, and blue scape on a clear bottom kayaking. So that's really nice. Those kayaks that you can see, it's a clear bottom, right? So beautiful view. And also the village is quite cute. So it's a nice for, there's restaurants, beautiful stores as well. You can buy nice souvenir, beautiful church, so cute. And there's so much to do, and you can do an excursion and just stroll around the village, and or maybe just relax on the ship. It's your choice. Like I said, your vacation, your pace. And we are there for the whole day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you really have time to enjoy it. Day 5, we are also in Guadeloupe, so a different area. You can see here the map. So Les Saintes was here, and this is another part of Guadeloupe. Is the butterfly, right? It looks like a butterfly here, the shape of a butterfly. Very beautiful island, very green, a lot of things to do. And we have La Soufrière, which is the volcan. So it's really, really nice, the landscape of La Guadeloupe. We have 3 excursions available here: a catamaran tour, death in paradise filming locations. So if you like this show, you should do this excursion. And also a beautiful botanical gardens and Jacques Cousteau Marine Reserve. So it's great for the snorkeling as well if you want to do to Jacques Cousteau Marine Reserve. So some options available for excursion, or just enjoy the beach as well. There's a beach that is not far. When I did this itinerary, we went to the beach, and it's really, really a beautiful beach with great restaurants too, great infrastructure, and amazing day that we had in Guadeloupe as well. So we are there from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. After day 6, we are in Antigua. And Antigua is a very beautiful spot as well. Antigua and Barbuda, right? But Antigua is the most developed part of the island, and there's a beautiful marina, a lot of yachts, so a lot of rich people with beautiful yachts that are always there. We have 4 excursions available if you want to do it. So there's kayaking, snorkeling, stingray encounter if you would like to do that, a canopy tour, and Antigua's heritage and views. But for me, the best part of this stop is that we have a surprise for you. We have a beach barbecue. So this day specifically, lunch won't be served on board. It will be served at the beach. So it's really, really a nice experience. The captain will choose a beautiful beach for us, and we're gonna have a barbecue at the beach in Antigua. Okay, so you have the time to do the excursions if you want, enjoy the beach, and enjoy this amazing lunch, because we are there the whole day from 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Okay. And unfortunately, this is already the last day. So day 7, we are in Gustavia, which is the capital of Saint-Barth. So the French island, very close to Saint Martin already. And it's a very elegant island, right? So really, you're gonna see a lot of fancy stores, fancy restaurants, a lot of celebrities. They have their villa, their yacht in Saint-Barth. But it's a beautiful place, beautiful architecture. You can see, you have one excursion available, the sailing the leeward coast of Saint-Barth. But it's also possible to go and do ATVs and discover the island in different ways as well. And the great thing is that we are there for the whole day until 10 p.m. at night. So you have the opportunity to see the island during the day and also during the night. You can have dinner at the ship, for example, and go out for a cocktail in some bar in a nice restaurant, for example, enjoying the beautiful view of the marina, for example. So great place to be, very chic, very elegant, and with beautiful architecture and history as well. And really, really for me, one of the highlights of this itinerary for sure. Okay, so we're there, like I said, the whole day from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And unfortunately, it comes to an end. So disembarkation, day 8, we're back in St. Martin. So disembarkation starts at 8 a.m. We arrive at 7. Around 8 a.m. we start. And everybody has to leave the ship at 10 a.m. in the morning, okay? So then maybe it's time to go back home, or maybe if you want to stay more in St. Martin as well, like I said, there's a lot to do and to explore. So this is Maho Beach. It's a very famous airport, right? And this beach specific, it's close to the airport, so you can see the planes like you see here, very, very close. It's already an experience that you have it. One of the experiences that you can have it in St. Martin. So again, 7 nights round trip, and because Renee is escorting this group, we have a very special amenities for you. So first of all, $100 onboard credit per person. So this is a gift, $100 for you. You can use for drinks, or for shore excursions, or for massages, or at the shop, for example, to buy some souvenir on board. So it's up to you. This is a gift from Renee. to you to enjoy the experience. And on top of that, we also have a complimentary prepaid gratuities, okay, which is worth $105 per person, $15 per person per day. So it is a great discount, a great opportunity for you. You get the credit on board, plus you have the complimentary prepaid gratuities, okay? And here you can see the pricing for different categories. So the owner suite up to category 6. Everything is in Canadian dollars, all taxes included, port charges are included as well. Okay, so this is very important. So like we said at the beginning, we do sell out. So if you're interested, do not hesitate to reach out to Renee as soon as possible for her to hold a cabin for you. Okay. So welcome aboard. Welcome to the family. If you're doing it again, thanks for choosing Star Clippers again. If it's going to be your first time, I'm so happy that you're going to have soon this experience, and now you're going to be addicted to the sailing adventure. So here it's one of the pictures that Renee shared with me that I really like it, because she had a group during Canada Day, and you guys did an amazing job wearing red and white and inviting everyone in the ship to wear a Canada pin as well. So really, really nice group. And another one that we had in Greece this time. So the Mamma Mia highlight, the sports highlight itinerary. So Renee, of course, did a great job putting all this together. So do not hesitate to take part to the Red Orchid Sisterhood travel. So thank you very much, Renee, for the opportunity, and hope to see you on board soon. Thank you.
What a great presentation. Thank you very much. I was smiling all the way through it because A, I could feel myself back on the ship already. And B, at that race, woo, I could imagine. I was hoping it would be pirate night. And so that when we swashbuckled through the area, both ships would be in pirate costumes. Maybe that's a
That's
hint.
exciting.
I should use that as a suggestion. We're all like, eh.
That's exciting. That's a good point to be pirate night. I like that. I will take note. That's very nice.
Yeah, no, I thought that was very fun. But listen, ladies, these trips do sell out really quickly. Um, we have 30 women going this January, so that's a testament to how beloved the ship is. And we would love to have you along. I've already booked a few ladies onto this trip. It's 2027. But when you think about that, that's only 14 months away. So it isn't very far. You place your deposit and then you have a while before your final payment. So if you cannot make this date and Star Clippers is definitely on your list, get hold of me. I would love to put you on a Star Clipper ship, maybe for the same itinerary or another one, but I'm here. Reach out for any direction on that. Love to help you. And in the meanwhile, you can reach me at Renee at redorchidtravel.com. Website is Red Orchid Travel. Everything's really easy. We're on Facebook, Red Orchid Women's Travel Tours. And then we're on Instagram, Red Orchid Travel, all the things. But definitely, I would get on board sooner than later with this one. The beach barbecue, the steel drum band. There's a lot of signature little things. The ships racing. This isn't on every itinerary, and
Sure.
it's inclusive to this. So thank you so much, Fernanda and Angie, for hopping on with me. Really appreciate your time. And to everybody watching this, can't wait to host you again. So with that, I will say farewell until the next time.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you for the opportunity. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.